Sky News can reveal climate activists attended the home of Santos Chief Executive Kevin Gallagher earlier this year. Let's go live to Matt Cunningham now in Darwin with this exclusive story. Matt, this is not the first time the CEO has been targeted either.
And not the first time a CEO from a fossil fuel company has been targeted this year, Laura. Last month, we know that Woodside CEO Meg O'Neill saw protesters target her home in Perth. They were filmed by an ABC News crew. Well, Kevin Gallagher, he's been in Darwin this week for Northern Territory Resources Week. I asked him about those protesters attending Meg O'Neill's home, and here's what he had to say about protesters targeting his own home in Adelaide.
I had a similar incident earlier this year with people outside my home in Adelaide. That wasn't covered in the media, and I don't actually want to make a big story of it. But it's not unusual. The activists are using more and more intimidatory tactics. Outside our own offices in Adelaide every Monday morning, we get a handful of protesters turn up, but the inference is that we're watching you. We've got our eyes on you to staff and trying to intimidate staff as they come to work.
We saw climate activists on the lawns of Parliament House in Canberra this week. Laura, they were dressed up as dead wallabies, zombie wallabies, protesting Santos's sponsorship of Australian rugby. Now, Kevin Gallagher says he has no issue with people protesting against his company. He says that is their right and they have a right to voice their concerns and their opinions. But he says that crosses a line when it comes to protesting at people's family homes.
Wow, OK. Matt, he's also explained why Santos is not taking a position on The Voice.
Yeah, this is interesting. We know that many large corporations in this country have taken a position on the Voice to Parliament referendum, many coming out supporting the Yes campaign. But Kevin Gallagher says that Santos won't be doing that. He says he believes that his employees should make up their own mind about the Voice referendum, and that his company has been simply trying to inform them about both sides of this debate and letting them decide for themselves how they will cast their ballot.
What we do is we run our race, right? And we're focused on our business, and that is to work with our traditional owners. We are passionate about closing the gap, and that's not just poverty gap. We think there's a skills gap. We think there's an opportunity gap with a lot of our First Nations communities. We're very focused, whether that's in Australia, whether that's in Timor-Leste or PNG, and even in North America and Alaska. And so our focus is what we actually do on the ground.
Kevin Gallagher was in Darwin, Laura, to give an update on his company's Barossa gas project. Now, that project has been stalled after the federal court ruled that the regulator did not consult properly with traditional owners on the Tiwi Islands over the building of this pipeline from the Barossa field to Darwin. Kevin Gallagher says that following that court case, Santos is in discussions with the regulator. He expects that drilling will resume later this year and will create hundreds of jobs both offshore and here in Darwin.
OK, Matt, thank you.